Okay, so here we are for the battle against 𝙈𝙀𝙏𝘼𝙖𝙍 for week 2 of IBL. We know they are Terra Water on their 𝙈𝙀𝙏𝘏 Rapid Strike, and they are Terra Bug on the Yanmega. It's a little bit tough because I was going to run Throat Chop on my Great Tusk, and I decided not to. But considering they're probably looking to spam Bug Buzz here, that's not a great sign for me. I think my best lead is probably just going to be my Greninja here. Because it's Terra Water on the 𝙈𝙀𝙏𝘏, we see it lead. I kind of just want to click the Grass Knot. There's no Hippowdon. Kind of expected because I didn't think that it was going to be Sand Rush Excadrill. Thought it would just be Mold Breaker for my Rotom Wash, so no real big surprises there. And it might well just be Choice Band Terra Water, which would actually just have a chance to OHKO my my Greninja off rip, but we would also be able to knock it out in return, so that's a thing that we can do. Regardless, I think we just have to try and play this game to have an offensive endgame. We do have the AV on Sinistcha, though it was meant to deal with the Yanmega. It should be able to deal okay, at least with the sorry, it's meant to deal with the Latias, and should be okay to deal with the Yanmega too, hopefully. And good luck, have fun to Shadow. I don't know if we played since like way back in the day, if not at all. So there is the 𝙈𝙀𝙏 lead. I mean, like, you're Terra Water, right? So I'm just going to click Grass Knot. No thoughts, head empty. I feel like if you Terra List, it might actually arguably somehow be better for me. I don't know for sure, but you should at least scout for this, I would think. But I would much prefer if you didn't scout for it, if you just stayed in, terrored and died. I would very much appreciate that. Nah, they do switch. And they go into Umbreon, that's fine. They're going to see the Grass Knot. And this should do all of about, I don't know, 2? Maybe 3. So that's Spadef. Good to know. How much do you do to an Ursaring? Ursaring might have a lot on its plate in this game, so I've got to be careful with how I use it. But 28 to 33, I don't really want to take that damage right now. I could get Toxic on my Tusk here, but at the same time I'm not overly concerned about that. It'll be annoying in the long run, but we're also not necessarily looking to use this in the long run. So yeah, there's a Toxic. And now I'm feeling like you should switch out. It could be Petron, it could be Lati. Neither of those really want to take on you all that much. So I'm going to make that mid-ground, just see what he initially wants to go out into, because I do think that he's going to switch. Or you click Protect. Nah, they do just switch. Back out into 𝙈𝙀𝙏. Okay, well that was not what I was expecting. Headlong Rush would have done a fuck ton of damage. I don't mind just clicking Grass Knot again, honestly. Because the Umbreon can come in, but like the Umbreon can't actually do all too much. Yeah, there's the Umbreon. I guess next time I'll just I'll just stop clicking the button, because at some point he's got to make a different play. I don't know. So I could go straight back out into Tusk again. In fact, if it wasn't Scarfed, I could have just 2-hit KO'd it with Headlong, which is nuts. Yeah, I mean, Tusk is pretty free. It's going to be what? Maybe a Foul Play? Wish Protect? Something along those lines? I don't know, I'll go out to Tusk again. There's no reason for me to really over-predict. And yeah, they just Foul Play. Doesn't do a great deal. And I guess this time I could just headlong. I don't know what they were expecting to see last time. Going out into Urshifu seems kind of risky. I could also just go for a Mega Horn. That does allow a free turn. Oh, headlong. I think headlong's the better click here against most of this team. And yeah, it's going to be Urshifu again. That's going to do over half, which is really quite nice. Now, do I want to play for knowledge that this is Choice Scarf? Or do I want to just double out? Like, realistically, I don't have great doubles. But I could also set up on this. There's not too much. I need to weaken the Umbreon, actually, before I do that. And without this Mon, breaking Umbreon could be a little difficult. But at the same time, yeah, if this ain't Scarfed, then it's dying. And I'd rather just attack the threat that's in front of me. They are going to know I'm Scarf now, so they can go out into Lati, or they can go out into the Sinistcha. Not... Fucking hell, I'm forgetting all the Pokemon. And then go into Lati, or they go into Yanmega. Sinistcha is in fact on my team, in case you weren't aware. Adios comes in. That's actually the better of the Mons that I wanted to see. So I have a couple of Mons I can go into. I think the first one I could go into, honestly, could just be Urshifu. I could also... You're pretty... See, all three of these Mons are... I mean, I think you're the least useful because you can't check Yanmega as well as the other two. So I think this will have to be the better play, or the first play that I make. The one issue would be if it's Calm Mind, which it is. How much does a Foul Play do? Is it? I don't think Foul Play is going to do more. But I will check. Even if it's at +1. I'm just checking to see what goes on here. If it gets to +3, restore powers, it would kill me. So is the better play just to go out into one of you? Yeah, I think it probably is. We'll see whether or not it's got a Shadow Ball. And if it goes for agility, I just bulk up. Yeah, there's a Shadow Ball. I'm gonna just double into Metagross on the Psychic or the Dragon move. Just gonna have a quick look whilst I'm here. If it's like max on... I mean, it could be an Aura Sphere as well, right? It could be Shadow Ball, Aura Sphere, Recover. But I feel like the Draco is like really kind of needed here, just to be able to break through Mons like my Salamence. Are we going to see Aura Sphere? Just Calm Minds again. Okay, so you're at +2. +2 Shadow Ball to this. Won't knock me out even if it's at max, so I could just go for the Heavy Slam here. I can eat my citrus, that's fine. And Heavy Slam gets a crit. Which is certainly going to help. I think I can't let this thing recover. I'd rather use my Metagross here, I think. Yeah, I'd rather use my Metagross just to deal with this Mon. I don't think the crit matters too much, just because I do have Choice Scarf Mons in the back that would just OHKO it. Yeah, he just Shadow Balls. So metagross is going to go down. But this thing was a bit of a threat. I'm quite glad to get rid of it. And I will just go into my Greninja and click U-turn. There's no reason to do anything else. It will definitely knock out a Lati from any range that's under half. So, yeah, we'll just go with that. They are going to withdraw. So just into the Umbreon. Okay. So I'll take this damage for sure. Like I said, I do kind of need to get rid of this mon. So I'm going to go out into my Ursaring now. Your fighting type's dead. And I can just bulk up once. Because Foul Play won't do any more damage for the fact that I'm bulk up. And it does put them in a really tough spot. Because if they poison me, I immediately get the damage boost. And there's a chance... Like, there's a chance my Scarfers could just win this game. That's honestly perfect. Okay, so a +1 to physically defensive. Or especially defensive, I believe it is. +1. We're looking at 64 to 76 with a play rough. So I'm just going to do it. I need to get rid of this mon. And they can go out into Petron. I don't care about that mon at all. They can sack Lati as they are. I'm not entirely sure what they're going to revenge us with. Because this mon's pretty bulky. It is pretty thick. And they only have, like, really one win con, which is this mon. So, your Terra Bug, Avalanche will do the most damage. So I'm just going to go for the Avalanche. Yanmega. I mean, it's not going to die. And your choice specs. Okay, nice. That's a good amount of damage. Do I need to keep this mon around at this point? It's not speed boost, so it's tinted lens. I can revenge this at any point then. Like, Gren just comes in afterwards. Currently, Sinistcha helps me with Excadrill, it helps me with Petron. To an extent, it can help me with Umbreon as well, because it shouldn't be able to break me easily. So I think I'm fairly happy just to click this again and let him take my mon. And then I can just come in and revenge. Unless I missed the speed boost, which I don't think I did. No. Okay, so yeah, it's tinted lens. I can just come in with Gren. No reason to fuck around and do anything else, right? Just having to think of my plays. Yeah, that's always a play to make. I guess Drill could become a win con for them. I guess this still they may see the value in, but at the same time, if I catch the Umbreon with an Ice Beam, I will definitely take that. And positioning ourselves pretty nicely just to be able to click Dark Pulse. As long as we can get rid of the Umbreon, then we're in a pretty good spot for that. Okay, so they're going to go out to Drill. I assume they'll go out to Drill. Well, they might go into Umbreon actually and just attempt to win that way, but they have actually lost all of their switch-ins to Headlong Rush. If Drill comes in, I might get my damage on it, honestly. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think getting my damage is best, and if they do click Rapid Spin, then we should 2-hit KO them, depending on their investment. And then we can just Headlong Rush the last couple of mons. So... get another crit as a Stealth Rock. Okay. That's fine by me. That crit didn't matter, just because of how much health they're at. That was definitely a 2-hit KO, no matter what. And I can still keep this mon. I can still preserve it for other things that are around. There's a good chance now that... there's a good chance that Tusk can win. There's also a chance that... like, I can't really lose to Patch at this point. I'm just thinking as to whether or not there's any downside to going into... like, going into Tusk would mean that I struggle a bit more to kill this mon. I could also just go out into, like, Sinistcha. Just gonna think about this for a second. You should never lose to Patch. Ever. So I think you're the better option to go into here. And Specs 𝙈𝙀𝙏𝘼𝙎𝙎 should at least do some damage. Okay, that's fine. 𝙈𝙀𝙏𝘼𝙎𝙎 actually does very, very little. But at the same time, I think... is that the better play, or do I just go back out into Gren? Because it covers, like, everything. Yeah, I'll do that. It covers the patch coming in as well, so I think I'd rather make that a play. And they might Toxic as well, yeah. And this now gives me a U-turn. I can U-turn out into Tusk. It should be at enough health that I'm not necessarily at risk. Just wondering how much my Mence does at this point. I'll just U-turn. They're going to protect, that's fine. This Umbreon is being a bit of a bitch, but at the same time, it is an Umbreon, it's to be expected. Perhaps keeping my Ursaring would have been a bit better, but... you know, it is what it is. So yeah, just U-turn. That looks like a crit as well. That was a crit as well. I'm just critting everything. I don't... I'm not sure how much that's going to matter, but... I think I just want to go back out into you again, because if you kill me with the foul play here, then awesome. I just go out into my Headlong Rusher and click the Headlong Rush. I just don't want to catch a foul play on the switch in, because it might be enough after like a Protect and 2 Toxic turns to cause me a problem, so I'll just match her. We do outspeed, we are going to miss, that's tough. But we do live, so that's something, I guess. I just need to get a burn, I think. Like, this is going to do very pitiful amounts of damage, but a burn would be great. If they take us out here, that's also not bad for us. Yeah. So now I'll just go into you. So you know I'm scarfed, so you're going to protect. No matter what, I'm going to go for a Headlong Rush. Yeah. This fucker's going to be so annoying. It's going to be so annoying. I will Headlong Rush one more time. That doesn't even do half, I don't think. That's a problem. Say Wish. Okay. Can I even break this thing now? I honestly don't know if I can. I think I needed to keep other pieces around for this. That was a bit silly. I don't think you foul play here. You should always protect. Do you do half with foul play at the moment? No. So I think it's better for me to just do this. Christ, it's going to be a boring ass endgame, but I've done it to myself. It does 37 to 45, so I've just got to play the fucking attrition game, I guess. I'm sure you're just toxic now. I think we actually just get swept by this Umbreon, because I don't think I can actually do anything about this. Which is the absolute worst thing. God, it does such pitiful damage. They do toxic. I think I'm just going to lose this game to toxic, honestly. Like, I've played, like, this end game, I played shit. I've really played badly. But, you know, it is what it is. They should Wish here. But on the off chance they foul play, I just want to get my damage. Yeah, they just Wish. Just gonna DD on the protect and hope for the best. There's not a lot else I can really do at this point. Like, I need to weaken this to a point in which I can headlong rush it. And maybe this is the damage I need. So, yeah, I'm just gonna dual wing beat. I think I will need a crit on one of these. They just foul play, okay. So, I could have gone into Gren. No matter what here, they are going to protect, right? So, it doesn't really matter what I do. I think my better play is... it's got to be headlong crit, hasn't it? Really? I think it's got to be headlong crit. I guess I could CC into the double, but that really doesn't get me anywhere. I think it is just headlong crit. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I mean... they're going to Wish on this turn. I don't think I live another turn of poison. I think I'm just off that. Okay. I still don't think I can win from here, but... well, I mean, there's a new wing con that may have crapped up, but... let's just have a look. Just for... I think even with a freeze, I can't do enough from here. So... like, there's not enough damage done to... there's not enough damage done to the Umbreon for me to have enough turns with the Toxic around, so it's going to be a 1-0 loss. It's going to be close, but I think even with crits, this is hopeless. They can literally just protect and then Wish. Like, they don't have to do anything else, essentially, at this point. I played this same game against Umbreon really, really poorly, so I deserve to lose. I don't deserve to get the freeze, especially after all the crits in this game as well. So, yeah. We are unfortunately going to go down to yeah, I don't want to get the freeze and win that way, but yeah, good game to Shadow. I didn't prep well enough for this one. I thought there was a chance it could come, but I also was like, yeah, I think I can deal with it just fine. As it turns out, can't deal with it just fine. But hey, it's a one-on-one start. We still got a good +4 differential. It's just frustrating because I should have played the same game better. I should have at least attempted. So what I could have done is I should have clicked close combat on this earlier on, get the Petron to come in, double down on that, and try to get my Salamence to +1 so I could then play the end game the way that I did there. But it is what it is. Make sure to go check out Shadow, link will be down in the description below, and like if you enjoyed the battle, subscribe, and until the next one, have a great day guys, peace.